We're just hours away from this year's NFL Draft, and unlike most years, where I feel like we have a decent idea of how the first several picks will go, this draft seems wide open, and because of that, the Chiefs could go a bunch of different directions at number 9 overall. They could take an edge rusher, a corner, a safety if Caleb Downs is there, maybe an offensive tackle, or a wide receiver. And this receiver class is interesting. The Chiefs will have some options at 9 and 29 at that spot. So let's wrap up this year's Draft Talk series with a look at this year's receiver class, beginning with Carnell Tate from Ohio State. And Tate is one of the more fascinating players in this year's class because he doesn't have blazing speed. He ran a 4.53 40, but he remains maybe the best deep ball winner in this year's draft because of his outstanding length, route running, and body control. He showed off all of those attributes over the last 2 seasons too, hauling in 103 catches for 1,600 yards and 13 touchdowns in his last 26 games. His 9 catches of at least 40 yards last season ranked second in the FBS, and on 14 contested catch situations last year, he caught 12 of them. My favorite note on Tate though, on 66 targets last season, he didn't record a single drop. In a similar mold, Mekhi Lemon from USC is a name to know. Lemon turned in an excellent season for the Trojans last year, catching 79 passes for nearly 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns en route to earning the Biletnikoff Award as the top receiver in all of college football. A weapon out of the slot who routinely uses his route running to manipulate the coverage with big-time success, Lemon led the FBS with 50 first down catches in 2025 while racking up more than 500 yards after the catch. He also posted a career drop rate of just 2.8%. You put all of that together, and it's easy to see why he's drawn comparisons to Amon-Ra St. Brown during the scouting process. Now, sticking with some potential options at number 9, Jordan Tyson from Arizona State is also in this conversation. Now, based on talent alone, Tyson might be the best receiver in this year's class. The issue has been injuries. He missed time due to injury in each of his 4 collegiate seasons, but when he was on the field, the guy was awesome, catching 136 passes for more than 1,800 yards and 18 touchdowns over his last 21 games. And for what it's worth, he appears to be healthy. So wherever he ends up, as long as his trainers and doctors sign off, he could end up being a steal. Now, moving down the overall board a little bit, Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana is a player to know who could hear his name called sometime in the mid to late first round. Cooper was outstanding last season as the eventual national champion's leading receiver, hauling in 69 catches for just under 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Cooper is a winner in contested situations, and he was often at his very best after the catch, ranking 4th among all FBS receivers with 27 forced missed tackles last year. He was also a big play machine, breaking off 30 plays of at least 20 yards over the last 2 seasons. It's just really easy to see how he could fit in Coach Reid's offense as a weapon underneath who acts as an extension of the run game. The last guy I'll mention already has the name to be a star in Kansas City. It's Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M, a consensus All-American and the winner of the Horning Award last year as the most versatile player in all of college football. Concepcion led the SEC in receiving touchdowns last year with 9, which is impressive in its own right, but he was an all-around weapon for the Aggies, becoming the first player in school history to record a receiving, rushing, and punt return touchdown all in the same season. Nearly 80% of Concepcion's receptions went for either a first down or a touchdown last year, and his familiarity with quick screens and action around the line of scrimmage make him an obvious fit with how Coach Reid likes to scheme up players with Concepcion's skill set. So we'll see if the Chiefs opt to add a receiver in this year's draft. There's some good depth throughout this year's class at receiver, so even if it's not one of the guys that we've talked about, I think the Chiefs have a chance to add an impact player in the later rounds too. But if they do choose to go with a pass catcher early on, I think any of these guys would make an immediate impact as the Chiefs offense aims to get back on track in 2026.